Check it. All right, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we're looking at Worldcoin. Why is Worldcoin bad? What is Worldcoin? Central bank digital currencies, the national debt, and more. This video is a must-see for everyone. You guys need to understand what is going on and the facts about what is coming down the pipeline. We're going to get to all of that and more in this video, why they are coming for your freedom, and how we can avoid this situation by being aware of the situation. Let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and news, and see what is going on with Worldcoin.
What is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. This video is going to be a little bit different than my normal technical analysis and stock prediction updates. We are going to be talking about something very, very serious that's coming on the horizon that I do think everyone that watches this channel needs to be aware of. Please share this video with your friends and family. We're going to be talking about Worldcoin, universal basic income, central bank digital currencies, and why this is a threat to your freedom. We're going to get to all in this and more in this video. So let's go ahead and hop in and see what we have going on. So the first thing we need to start off with, what is Worldcoin? What is Worldcoin? So Worldcoin is a cryptocurrency. It's been funded about a few years ago. You guys can see right here, this is the Worldcoin website. You can see that it was made about 3 years ago, and it's kind of hard to see exactly who's funding this thing. It does have very, very good funding, and you'll see why I do say that here in a second. But Worldcoin is basically a AI-based cryptocurrency that is trying to make universal basic income. Okay, universal basic income, something that I've been warning is going to be coming for a long time. As the dollar collapses, as the BRICS nations come together and end the dollar's reign as the number one currency, and not only that, the petrodollar, as all of this stuff starts to come to an end, we're going to see something happen to the dollar. We're going to see one thing happen. Is going to be hyperinflation. So we're going to see massive hyperinflation here in the US. We also are going to see the dollar start losing its dominance around the world. Now, this is going to cause a lot of problems for the US. So how is the US going to get out of these problems? A central bank digital currency. They're going to create a central bank digital currency based off of the FedNow program. That's why we have the FedNow program. They're going to create this. And why is central bank digital currency so bad? And how does that help you get rid of the debt? Because it's going to collapse the new system. And I think that's what they're doing now. They're going to collapse this current system, get rid of cash, then it'll make a cashless society, introduce a central bank Fed-backed digital currency, and then reset the debt clock. You guys can see that the debt clock is at $32 trillion. This cannot be repaid. The mathematics of this shows that the debt cannot be repaid. There is no way to repay this. The only way that this ends is a reset of the entire system, and that is why they're creating the FedNow system. That's why they are rolling out. Worldcoin. That is why they are doing all of these things. So we are seeing all of these things start to come to fruition. Why? Because of the debt, because they need to reset the current system, because they need to get out of this mess. So what do I think is going to be happening? I do think they are actually going to have a planned collapse, as crazy as it sounds, a planned collapse of the current system, and start introducing this FedNow and Fed Reserve backed digital currency. And why is that a bad thing? Well, central bank digital currencies are a bad thing for a couple reasons. Let's say they want to do the stimulus checks. You guys remember the stimulus checks from 2020, which I think was a test run for all of this, and what they're actually planning to do: restrict our freedom, restrict our movements, and I'm going to explain that here in a second. But let's say they give you guys a stimulus check. Well, a lot of people put their stimulus checks into the stock market. A lot of people did the right thing and invested that money, saved that extra money, did smart things with that extra money. They didn't do dumb things like buy cars, buy computers, buy depreciating assets. They did the right thing and put that money in the stock market. Well, that's not what the government wanted you to do. The government wanted you to spend that money to boost the economy and keep the economy functioning while they shut it down. Well, with a central backed digital currency, they could program the money to say, hey, now, when you get this money, if you don't spend it in this date, then the money comes back to us. And by the way, you can only spend it on this, and this. And with a central bank digital currency, they can do that. They have complete control. If you have money, you have a freedom that a lot of people don't have. Now they will be able to control you, even if you have money, because they will be able to tell you what you can spend your money on, when you can spend your money. And let's say, I'm not saying anyone here is a criminal, but let's say you do something that the government doesn't like, okay? Let's just say, and you already seen how they've done this with the 9/11 thing, they'll call you a terrorist or whatever the case may be. They're even coming after political leaders and stuff like that nowadays. So they'll definitely start coming after regular people, everyday people. Let's say the apparatus of the government turns against you and you say something that the government just doesn't like. You made the government mad. Well, how dare you? Now we're going to turn your money off. Yes, they can do that with a central bank digital currency. There's going to be no running. You're going to be trapped in an inescapable system. And the problem with that is if you don't have any cash, if they make it a cashless society, is something that they push for here in COVID. Why did they push for that? Because they were trying to advance this agenda. Well, what can they do now? They can turn everything off and you'll be stuck inside of it because there is no cash. You can't spend anything else. You can't go buy things other places because of a central bank digital currency. And that is why they are making and introducing things like Worldcoin. That's why it's hard to find who's backing this. It has a great backing. And we're going to get into more of this as well. So that is the first way that central bank digital currencies can constrict and control our movement. Universal basic income is the same thing. It's basically putting everybody in a welfare state, welfare positioned, reliant on the government. That's exactly what they want. That gives them a lot more power. So now you'll get your universal basic income in the form of a central bank digital currency. You'll have to be a good little slave and do everything you want to do. And basically the environment's going to be like Ready Player One. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Ready Player One, where all of the normal people basically have like this good technology. We'll have our little Apple glasses and be able to go into the metaverse and play. But outside in the regular world, it's going to be disgusting. It's going to be deplorable positions and conditions, while the rich have all of the power in everything. They'll be eating good. They'll be doing everything that they want to do. They'll have good medicine. But the poor people, the majority of the people, a large majority of the people, there will be no middle class, will be subjugated and slavery basically to that hyper advanced, technological, and all powerful ruling middle class. And that is what they literally want. You'll have to get your UBI every week or every weekend or every month, and then you'll have to spend it on what they tell you to, when they tell you to, and how they tell you to. You'll get UBI in the form of a central bank digital currency. And that is why this is so terrifying and why everybody needs to understand what is going on with central bank digital currencies and universal basic income. And we can see programs like this starting now. So what you have to do to get this Worldcoin, you have to go up and scan your eye. You have to go up and scan your eye. How crazy does that sound? Doesn't that sound like some Mark of the Beast stuff? And even if you're not into all that religious stuff with the Mark of the Beast, you have to understand that it's still setting you up to put you in a slavery system where you cannot escape. Literally, how I explained earlier, you'll be in an inescapable system because there is no cash. They will have full control with universal basic income, central bank digital currencies, and digital IDs. The digital ID is a part of it as well because then they can put you in a database and have everything in that database and make sure each and every person has an ID stored on that database. That's why you need universal basic income, central bank digital currencies, and digital IDs as well. And they want a unique ID because AI is going to start running around as well. So they want to be able to identify humans from AI. So they need to have unique human identifiers, which is your eye. They want you to scan your eye to get universal basic income, and that is what Worldcoin does. Literally, you go up and scan your eye, and these things are located all over stores. So these things are currently in malls. They're in grocery stores. They're popping up all over the world right now. So this is absolute insanity that we're seeing this. They want you to come scan your eye to get the universal basic income. Another thing that they are working on right now, this part is just speculation. Worldcoin is actually out right now. FedNow is actually out right now. Central bank digital currencies like the digital yuan are already out right now. There's also a digital ruble. There's already central bank digital currencies. There's already UBI, and there's already digital IDs in other countries as well. But guys, now they have the methods to set all of this up on a global scale. And that is why it is so terrifying and why we have to be aware of what's going on and understand how this thing is working. Now, if we go ahead and look at the price for WorldCoin, WorldCoin is currently worth, it was worth about 15 cents. You guys can see currently right now it's worth about 12 cents on the dollar. It had this big pop to the upside a few weeks ago. Currently worth about 15 cents back in the past. Now it's currently worth about 12 cents here on the current date. Again, this is not something that I'm looking at buying or holding or anything like that. This is a video to simply let you guys understand what is going on and how this could affect you. Again, the debt is not payable. The only way to get out of this is a absolute debt collapse, a debt jubilee, and I do think that they are setting up for that. That is why the dollar is collapsing, and this is what we are going to see in the future. But guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you. I just wanted you guys to be on the up and up on what's going on with WorldCoin, how they're going to get you to scan your eye to put you in with a digital ID, how crazy all of this stuff is, and what is possibly next is what they're trying to do. And again, this is speculation. This is speculation on this part. But Elon Musk brain chip, okay? Elon Musk brain chip. What they're going to try to do is give you UBI if you get the brain chip. But the problem about the brain chip is they will be able to control you. If you have a chip in your brain, they'll be able to see everything you see, smell everything you smell. They will literally have a 24/7 control over you. They might even be able to kill you. As crazy as that sounds, kill you with a switch. Now, again, this is speculation on that part, but you've got to think about it. It's like putting this cell phone inside of your head. It can emit signals and it's rigged to your brain. So they can emit signals, they can implant things. Look, this is not the way. This is not the way, okay? And as crazy as it sounds, I know some people are not religious, but it sounds like some mark of the beast stuff to me, okay? So this is everything I have for you guys. Just be on the up and up, and listen, if you're not on the religious tip, at least you got to respect on what's going on with the digital IDs, universal basic income, and how they can literally be used to control you. I know some people are going to be like, oh, universal basic income would be awesome. Listen, it's a welfare system putting you on a welfare state and a system that you can't escape. Guys, this is the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. As always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
All right, guys, that was the video, and I appreciate each and every one of you that watched to the end of the video. And again, ways that you can get out of this system is Bitcoin. Being aware of the knowledge and what is happening. Also, Bitcoin as well, okay? Bitcoin, gold, holding on to these things. Me personally, I'm holding Bitcoin. I do think it is going to be a crucial asset to have in the future, and it is going to be crucial to your freedom. It is helping you get out of the US dollar system and helping you escape this universal cashless system society that they are trying to create. I appreciate each and every one of you that watched this video to the end. Please share it with your friends and family to help spread awareness and knowledge about what's going on. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.